The mainstream skate narrative pushes ideas like do it scared or just commit, as if I can turn off all of my natural instincts to avoid danger and the unknown. Well, I can't. Not me, at least. I don't do stuff scared normally because one, I'll probably get hurt, and two, I'm not over here trying to turn pro, and three, I'm in no rush. Skateboarding is my escape, not my progress prison. But that being said, I'm definitely closer to a scaredy cat than I am an adrenaline junkie, so I easily get drawn into the comfortable and familiar, practicing the same tricks in the same places over and over again. Now, consistency is important, but so is novelty in skateboarding. I can't expect improvement if I'm only ever trying the same couple of tricks for my entire session. So this is what I do. 3 intentional practices that I use to push myself out of my comfort zone. First up, the same trick on a new obstacle. No surprise here, the new obstacle is the novelty, and sometimes you just need to take the same trick to a new place. You get to approach it differently and it feels different. And on the opposite side, we have the same obstacle but a new trick. When you go to the same skate park over and over again, it's way too easy to do the same tricks on the same obstacles. And so I always try to find creative ways to do new tricks on the same obstacle. The new trick doesn't have to be something incredibly difficult, some wild flip trick that you've never done. It can be something simple, like I have never tried to 50-50 up and back down this kicker. There are small ways you can look at the same obstacle with new eyes and try things you just haven't tried before. This is actually normally when I get my most creative, and although it's not endless gnarly new tricks, I leave the park with a ton of new skills and a ton of new makes that I wouldn't have otherwise. When I try to push myself out of my comfort zone with a line or on flat ground, I tend to start with a trick that I'm getting semi-consistently and then try to end the line with a trick I'm either struggling with or that is entirely new. This allows me to work on some of the foundational tricks while also pushing myself to harder, newer tricks that I haven't tried before. For me, it is the skateboarding 2-for-1. And then I try to ride what scares me. That's it. Just ride. I don't do any tricks. I try to just go up and down the ramps that I find scary. Because the moment I try a trick, my brain just goes, no thanks. And that's great evidence to me that I'm not comfortable enough on the obstacle itself. So I just resign myself to riding, up and down the ramps that scare me, trying to get higher and roll faster so that I can get used to these ramps in the hopes of becoming comfortable enough to actually do tricks someday. It's too easy to go to the skate park and work on the same tricks on the same obstacles. I often find myself falling into this comfort trap. And this video is just to say that trying a wild new trick or a terrifying obstacle is not the only way to break out of your comfort zone, especially if that's not how you want to skate. So work up to it and have fun.